like, what really inspired the whole thing then?
So what the script, there's so many things involved, but what inspired me initially was the idea of when you meet someone for the first time, and there may be a spark, and it doesn't have to be in a relationship sort of sense, it could be friendship, but there's a spark and you kind of immediately connect, and depending on where you are in your life, you meet them at the right time. But I was also speaking to a friend of mine saying that sometimes you meet someone that you could potentially be attracted to, and the minute you find like so many things in common, you find them attractive, you have this and that in common, you immediately think, yeah, I want them to be my boyfriend, or I want to go out with them. And it's like, maybe you don't need to go out with them. Maybe they can be your friend, or maybe it's just someone that you had to meet at that moment in time and then move on. Because there's so many people that I've met in my life that I've met once and I've never seen them again, but they've had some sort of impact. Like either I've learned something from that encounter, or maybe they were good friends to have in that moment, but you know, it doesn't mean that they stay in your life forever. I think there's something beautiful in things not lasting forever, but it's important in that moment. Then you move on, you grow from that experience, and then you meet other people, because you change friendships, you change interests. There's so many things that change in your life, and I think who's in your life will reflect that as well.
Wow, so it's basically like family kind of rekindling this kind of relationship that never really was, and then kind of feeling in your feelings about losing somebody in grief.
Yeah, because he's dealt with a lot, and he feels like he could never move on. He has trust issues. He's afraid to let people in because his main father figure left him, so he finds it difficult to let people in.
So why the harmonica?
Okay, so I really love music, and I incorporate music in my script without really thinking about it. And I wanted the character to be able to play a musical instrument, but I didn't want to be the obvious guitar, piano, which I've played around with in my other scripts. But I wanted harmonica because harmonica is such an unusual instrument. Not everyone plays it, and whenever someone says I play the harmonica, I'm immediately fascinated. In fact, I knew someone who played the harmonica, and when he told me, I was like, wow, that's so interesting. And also, harmonica has that kind of, you know, I wanted to symbolize like transient lifestyle. So, you know, someone that kind of stays for a bit and then moves on.